What's up everybody, this is Investing Sensei here to bring you another video in the new series that we started, which is where we calculate, we try to find out how much money do we need to have invested in a certain company to make $1,000 every single month. Or we also try to break it down to how much do we need to have invested to make $100 per week. It's some really fun calculations, especially for us dividend growth investors, that we do try to pick. The companies that I am picking are companies you guys leave me in the comment section. So if you have any companies or suggestions that you do want me to bring up, let me know in the comment section. Any new improvement ideas on the videos that you want me to add to. Last video I did get a lot of great feedback, which I have noted, and I'll be showing you those ideas as well as the companies we have so far that I will be doing. But one of the highly requested ones was Broadcom. So in this video what I'm going to do is we'll briefly go over Broadcom, what they do, and then we'll jump over, I'll show you the dividend summary, and then we'll look at, that's including the dividend yield, the payout, the annual payout, the payout ratio, the 5-year CAGR, dividend growth, and then we'll start into the calculations. And then finally we will wrap up the video with looking at the dividend yield history. So looking at what points in time were the best times to get the best dividend yield, because remember, the higher the dividend yield, the better for you, especially for some of these great companies. But let's go ahead. I'm going to show you so far the ideas we have so far here. So if I look at the Google Sheets, we have all these companies so far that you guys have suggested. So if you see any of these, or you see one that you want me to do, be sure to drop it in the comment section so I can go ahead and add it to the list. As well, if you have any ideas to start including into the video, let me know that as well. I have these noted. These are from some of my subscribers. Hopefully I get some time and start incorporating this stuff in the following videos, but it might take me some time. But definitely let me know in the comment section. While you're down there, be sure that you're subscribed with that bell notification if you have not done so, and as well drop a big thumbs up on the video, helps out the channel. And let's go ahead and get started. First thing, guys, is Broadcom. So this is the about. Broadcom Inc. is an American designer, developer, manufacturer, and global supplier of a wide range of semiconductors and infrastructure software products. Broadcom's product offerings serve the data centers, networking, software, broadband, wireless, and storage in industrial markets. So it's actually founded all the way until 1961. If we actually jump over here, I will go ahead and show you the summary real quick. You'll see that if we look at this 52-week range is about, lowest is $419, highest is $677. If we look at the EPS, it's 35.51, PE 18.06, dividend rate, it's $16.40, and then if we look at the dividend yield, 2.56%. And then the market cap, $258 billion market cap for Broadcom. So as you'll see, it's currently trading about $631.09. If we look at the dividends, guys, this is the dividend scorecard. We scroll down a little bit, we can actually start going over this. So dividend yield is 2.56%. So if you were to currently buy Broadcom at this current price, you would get a dividend yield, well, I guess a starting dividend yield of 2.56%. Annual payout is $16.40. So you'd get about $16.40 every year for the every one share that you own of Broadcom. Payout ratio is 51.71%, which is closer to the higher end, but they still have quite a bit of room to grow. I definitely like my companies that are closer in the 30s payout ratio, because that means that for my time horizon, I have quite a bit of room for those dividends to grow, especially because the 5-year CAGR is much higher. But as you'll see, Broadcom is an exception. 5-year CAGR for us is 38.24%. This means that every year they grow their dividend about 38% on average from the last 5 years, which is really insane. That's really high growth. 5-year, I guess the dividend growth is 11 years. They've been raising their dividend for 11 years, which is actually really amazing. But that is the dividend summary. Let's go ahead and actually bring up the calculator That way I can show you how much we need to make $1,000 a month. So we will go ahead and get started. So first one is, let's figure out how much do we need to make, well, I guess how much do we need to own of Broadcom to make $1,000 a month. First thing we're going to put in the calculator is $1,000 is what we need to make every single month. There is 12 months in a year, so we're going to multiply that times 12. So we need to make $12,000 a year. So for us to find out how many shares we need, you would divide the $12,000 by the $16.40. That would tell us how many shares we need to own. So we need to own a total of 731 shares to make about $12,000 a year. And now if we scroll up here, we're actually going to multiply this number of shares times this price of Broadcom, and that should tell us how much we need to own. So $631.09 will give us $461,773 that we would have to own of Broadcom to make $1,000 every single month. That is a lot of money, but you know, we are long-term investors. We're going to continue to dollar cost average into these type of companies. Eventually that snowball gets larger and larger, but yeah, that's quite a bit of money. But one day we will eventually get that. Obviously it will be diversified. We will be diversifying into multiple companies because you don't want to put all your money on one company. But yeah, 461,000, that's a lot of money. Real quick, one way you can calculate this really quick is about 12,000. So you do 12,000, how much you want to make an annual, divided by the percentage. So dividend yield is 2.56. So you would divide that by 256. So it'd give you roughly around 468,000. So that's kind of like a ballpark. So that's how you calculate $1,000 a month. Let's go ahead and just do the math for $100 every single week. So the way that you do that is we want to make $100 every single week. Now we need to find out how many weeks are in a year, which is actually 52 weeks in a year. So you multiply that. So we need to make a total of $5,200 for the year. So now we just need to divide this by the annual payout to find out how many shares we need to own. So divide that by $16.40. We actually need to own 317 shares. And just so you guys know, since we want to make about 5,200, that's a little half of 12, so it should be roughly half of that. But we'll multiply this times the number of shares, or I guess the price of Broadcom, so times $631.09, which gives us $200,101 is what we would have to own to make $100 every single week for the full year. So that's quite a bit of money, but you know, it is what it is. And then the other one, really quick to calculate this, 5,200, which is what we need for the full year, divided by the dividend yield, which is 203,000. So it's kind of a ballpark there. So that's a quick way for you to calculate that. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Again, while you're down there, be sure that you drop a big thumbs up. Make sure that you're subscribed with that bell notification. And go ahead and let me know which companies you guys want to see next. There's actually one last thing I do want to cover before we leave, and that is actually the dividend yield for Broadcom. So typically, if this is higher, you want that means that the dividend yield, if you check right here, this is our dividend yield. The higher it is, the better the entry price for Broadcom would have been, especially because that means the price was down. So as you'll see, like 2020 March crash, Broadcom was at like a 6% dividend yield, probably almost a 7 is what it looks like. That was an insane dividend yield for 2020 for Broadcom, and then you'll see it's been going down because the price of Broadcom has been going up. Over here in 2019, it was trading around roughly 3%, and you know, they've just been compounding that dividend growth quite a bit. So Broadcom's a great company. Thanks so much for all the people that requested it. Let me know any new companies you guys want to see, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care, stay safe out there. Bye guys.